Have you ever found yourself thinking about someone you never dated? Someone who never promised you anything? Someone you barely spent real time with? Yet somehow they occupy a space in your mind that even real relationships never touched? It's strange, isn't it? How a maybe can feel more powerful than a yes. How a possibility can stay longer than a memory. How someone you never held can leave fingerprints on your thoughts. But there's a psychological reason for this, and it goes much deeper than simple attraction. When you start to like someone without ever dating them, the connection stays pure, untouched by reality. There are no fights, no disappointments, no uncomfortable truths. Your mind builds the story on its own, filling the empty spaces with imagination, idealization, and fantasy. You're not attached to the person, you're attached to the story of what could have happened. And the human brain loves stories, especially the unfinished ones. When something never truly begins, it also never truly ends. There's no breakup, no bad memory, no argument that forces you to walk away. So your mind keeps circling back, trying to solve a puzzle that has no answer. It becomes mental gravity, and you keep falling back into the thought of them. Another reason you can't forget them is because of timing. Some people enter your life at a moment when you're open, vulnerable, lonely, curious, or emotionally hungry. They appear exactly when your heart is searching, and you attach meaning to their presence. It's not just them you're drawn to. It's the version of yourself that existed when you met them. They made you feel alive or seen or excited or wanted, even if just for a short moment. So now when you think about them, you're also remembering the emotional spark they created inside you. You're not missing the person. You're missing the feeling. And then there's the power of imagination. When you never date someone, your mind never gets to see their flaws and the real ones. You never see their bad habits, their insecurities, their emotional baggage, their contradictions. You never see the things that make love complicated. You only see the best version of them, the version your mind constructed. This idealized version becomes addictive because it's perfect in all the places reality isn't. But here's the deeper truth. People you almost ended up with leave the biggest emotional mark because your brain believes the story could have been great. And losing something great hurts, even if it wasn't real. You're dealing with grief, not of a relationship, but of a fantasy. And fantasies are harder to let go of because reality never got the chance to destroy them. Another powerful psychological reason is the lack of closure. Humans struggle to move on from things that are left unresolved. Your brain hates loose ends. It hates uncertainty. It hates unfinished emotional business. When a connection fades without explanation, the mind keeps searching for meaning. Did they feel something too? Did I misread the signals? What would have happened if I tried harder? What if the timing was different? What if they think about me too? The what-if cycle is a trap. Your mind becomes obsessed with rewriting imaginary timelines. It creates alternate realities where you ended up together. These imagined worlds become emotional comfort zones. And comfort, even imagined comfort, is hard to walk away from. There's another layer to this that people rarely talk about. Sometimes you can't stop thinking about someone you never dated, because that person awakened a deep emotional wound inside you. They made you feel hopeful in a place where you previously felt empty. They reminded you of a connection you once lost or a feeling you thought you'd never experience again. They represented healing, or love, or possibility. You attached meaning to them, not because of who they were, but because of what they symbolized. But here's the truth you need to hear. If they were right for you, the connection wouldn't have stayed imaginary. It would have taken shape in the real world. People who are meant for each other don't remain questions. They become answers. People who are right for you don't stay in your mind. They show up in your life. So how do you move on? You stop trying to figure out why things didn't happen. You stop fantasizing about what could have been. You stop romanticizing a story that never had the chance to unfold. You accept that some connections are meant to be experiences, not destinations. Some people are meant to awaken you, not accompany you. Some feelings are meant to teach you, not stay with you. You close the door not because you want to, but because you finally understand that the door was never meant to open. And once you do that, something shifts inside you. You stop longing for the imaginary version of them. You stop comparing real people to fictional expectations. You stop waiting for a story that was never written. You make space for someone who chooses you in reality, not someone who only lived in your thoughts. So now I want to ask you, has someone ever lived in your mind longer than they lived in your life? Do you think you loved them or the idea of them? Tell me in the comments. Your story might help someone else understand their own heart. And if you want more insight into human psychology, deep emotions, hidden behaviors, and the unspoken truths behind why people feel what they feel, stay connected. There is so much more beneath the surface, and we're just getting started.